Challenge Poland is a 12-week enrichment project. It's open to students from Stoke-on-Trent College and also City of Stoke-on-Trent Sixth Form College. The aim of the project is to learn lessons from the Holocaust and subsequent genocides, to apply that learning to present day to help create a safer, better future.
This is the first year that the City of Stoke-on-Trent Sixth Form College has collaborated with Stoke-on-Trent College on the Challenge Poland project. It's been a fantastic opportunity for our students to make new friends, to learn about the Jewish faith and experience the culture and history of Poland. Students have also developed skills such as communication skills and team working skills, and also built confidence. They've also been encouraged to be enterprising through fundraising activities.
We hope you enjoy watching this short film of our project 2013.
Today we went on a walking tour of the old Jewish town called Kashmir. It was a long walk, but it was very enjoyable. We went to the synagogue where the Jews prayed, and it was also where one of the most famous Jewish rabbis, is buried. Today we went and visited the synagogues around the old town of Krakow. There's 7 in the town of Krakow, and we visited 3 today. One was liberal, one where they don't really focus on the traditions of Jewish, more about the soul and the sort of spirit and stuff. And one was a traditional one where we actually went in and the women had to cover up their body. On the tour we also went to the square, the area, the ghetto, where there's wooden chairs representing 1,000 Jews that died in the war, and it was like loads of chairs. You wouldn't believe it. I think it's just unbelievable to imagine that before the war there was 68,000 Jews living in Krakow, and now it's only like just over 100.
And what did you see, my blue-eyed son?
We went to Schindler's Museum. We were able to learn more about Oscar Schindler and how he was able to help the Jewish people. He created a list and sort of provided work for them without them having to feel victimised, and then when time came he was able to hide them as well. It's portrayed like the names are listed in like sort of a cube, so that everybody, like the names are sort of just hit at you as soon as you walk in, so you're able to see all like everything that's gone around you. You can't miss a single name. And you were able to see like the photographs of time that went by and people, how they were affected before the war. Like you saw them act normal lives, and then obviously you saw all the soldiers come in and how their life changed through pictures. The life changed by like they were forced into ghettos, and then they were forced to like go into concentration camps, and like they went from being able to practice their faith in their own home in synagogues to like having to practice their faith in private because all the synagogues were burnt down.
We learned a bit about the past as well. It's about how like the Germans and stuff when they took over Poland, what they did to the streets and how they decorated the streets with all their flags and stuff. How they were decorated with the swastika flags, the streets with it. That was quite shocking really. I bet the Jews felt quite intimidating with all the things that were on there. They had signs up saying like the things what they couldn't do. I bet it was frightening for the people not knowing what was going on at the same time. If you're a Jewish person, then you've got to sort of follow the rules, haven't you? Because as soon as you step out of line, you face the consequences then. If I was a German person, at the end of the day, if you were seen not doing that by a German soldier, then it could have resulted in you being more targeted by them.
Today we went to Auschwitz and Auschwitz-Birkenau to see everything that went on in the past and learn more about it. We walked under the sign and it said, "Work sets you free." And as soon as I stepped in and looked around, I just felt what it was like to be there when it happened. And we went into a couple of the blocks, and in block 11 there was pictures of all the past prisoners, and there was a date underneath the pictures and how long, and it said how long they were there for, and nobody survived more than a couple of months.
1 metre by 1 metre square, and they used to have to just sleep there, but they couldn't. It was just like, it was tiny and you couldn't even stand up there. There was 4 people in each block. It was horrible. They got sent there for a punishment and to be starved. It was bricks and it was to the ceiling, so you couldn't see anything out of it. And there was 4 people in one little square. It was really cramped. It was like a memorial, and then there was a shooting wall, and they used to put people up against a shooting wall, just kill them in front of people. It just made me like remember all these people that had died and what they'd gone through. I think it'll make me think about how I treat people. It just made me really, really thankful for what I've got.
And then we went to Auschwitz-Birkenau and we saw the gas chambers and the crematorium and where the trains pulled in, where the people were brought in. All the track was massive, it went all the way through the actual camp, and when the train came in it was as long as the actual camp is and brought all the people in. When all the people were unloaded they were all separated into 2 sections and all the luggage was taken off them. They were separated men and young boys older than a certain age, and then there was women and children.
Seeing the little children's clothes and toys, because I have 2 little cousins, that then I could relate to them, because how would I feel if I had to watch them being experimented on, and then knowing later after the war they'd not survived the camp.
The women and children mainly, they were exterminated, and the men and young boys, they were used to work and to build the rest of the camp before a certain point where everyone who came off the train was exterminated.
We went to the remains of a gas chamber which was in use right up till at the end of the Auschwitz, and the Nazis blew it up 5 days before liberation, just to hide the evidence of the mass murder that they were committing.
It's a good thing if you want self-like confidence boosting and team building exercises. So if you're on good working in numbers, then it helps you work in numbers, helps you branch out with your confidence, speak to new people. I will always take the experience that I've had with me, so I will always know like bits of the language that I've learned, places that I've seen that I know the history of now, of what happened there. So if people ask me about what happened there, then I'll be able to sit there and educate someone else.
From Challenge Poland project, I've learned some new things about Holocaust, met new people and seen new places. The most interesting thing was seeing the Auschwitz concentration camp, because I was born in Poland but I've never been here, so it was quite a good experience for me. I think my confidence has increased during the Challenge Poland project, because I had the opportunity to speak to different people from the Sixth Form College and from Codon College I've never spoke to before. It's a one-in-a-life opportunity, so we should try it. We've got nothing to lose.
We did a bit of
background research on the Holocaust, but it's nothing compared to when you get here and you see it yourself and you kind of feel it.
For me, the most emotional part was seeing a photo of a 2-year-old little girl who'd been starved, and you could just see a rib sticking out of the body, and the children's shoes that were just stacked really high, and I think it'll stay with me forever, that one. Oh, it's just really sad because I work with children, so it really touched me that day, just seeing all the clothes and stuff and how they were mistreated. It's just horrible.
Płynie łupy, wiosneczka, no ci już